On this video, I'm going to talk about how to handle rejection. And it's a subject that often comes up with new members, especially. But do you really like a rejection? Who likes rejection? I wouldn't think there are many people that are sitting there saying, yes, me. So let's look into this. And I'm going to give you 3 tips to help with that and to help your new members as well. So hi, I'm Lucy. I help female business builders to expand their team and scale their business online. So rejection is something that we have to deal with. And the first thing to know is that we need to let our new members know that it's going to happen. We know it's going to happen. So it's only fair that we let them know that it's going to be one of those things, just like life, right? It happens. Everything in life is not something that we want. Everything in life is a choice. So I have a lipstick here, for example, right? And I was just putting this on before I got started. And I thought, I'm going to use this as an example, because if I asked you, would you like to purchase this lipstick? And it's orange lipstick, as you can see. You might think, oh no, orange doesn't suit me. So you're going to say, no thanks. No thanks, Lucy. And I'd ask somebody else and they'd say, no thanks. And I would keep on asking, and there will be lots of people that no thank you, until there's somebody like, oh yes, that's fantastic. That's the exact colour I was looking for. Right? Now, were the ones before that said no to my lipstick, were they rejecting me or were they rejecting the lipstick? I would say they were rejecting the lipstick, and that's fine. I was just the person offering it. They're not rejecting me, they're rejecting the lipstick. So I think if we can let our new team member realize they are not personally being rejected, it is just their offer of their product, their offer of their service, their offer of their business, whatever it is that they are putting forward. And so in that respect, it makes it easier to take. So firstly, let your team member know and understand. And then once they're prepared for that, then it's easier to move forward. The next thing I found about rejection was a personal experience that I had with a team member, and we were out doing questionnaires in the local town. And she didn't want to be asking people to stop for a couple of minutes to fill out this questionnaire. And I said, well, people are going to say no. There's going to be 10 that say no before one that says yes, or 1 in 10 is going to say yes. So I said, let's make it a game. Let us see who can get the most number of no's in a row. The most number of people that say no to stopping in a row. And so we would mark this off on the questionnaire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, up. Then somebody would say yes. Okay. So I kind of lost that game, but she would carry on going, and maybe she would get 15 before she got a yes. So she would win. Right. So we were looking for the no's. We were looking at the more people we asked, the more likely we were to win the game of how many people we could get in a row that said no. So making it a game in some way can really help. And it was such fun doing it like that. So especially when you're with somebody else, but you can do that for yourself as well. It's like, how many can I get all in a row that say no to me? Because with the power of numbers, there is going to be that person at the end that says, oh, yes, that's really interesting. Oh, yes, that's fantastic. That's just what I was looking for, right? The third thing is, if it is the right situation to do so. So in the questionnaire situation, it wasn't. They were just passing by. They were passing in the street. But in another situation, if you're sitting down with somebody, or you've started to do a presentation with somebody, and at the end they say, no, I don't think it's for me. Remember, they're saying no to the opportunity or no to the products. That's fine. Do you know, so turning it around, do you know somebody else that might be interested in having the same kind of experience? do you know somebody else that might be interested in taking a look at the opportunity? And if they were looking at the opportunity but not your product, then just say, would you be interested in finding out more about my product line? Because from what you've told me, this might be able to help you in that area. So make it specific to them. Obviously, when you turn it around, just don't go, well, if you haven't got that, then I'll see if you get this. But if you've been listening, if you've been doing your job properly, then there's normally something you can pick up on and just turn it around and go, well, I heard you talking about your finances, or I heard you talking about your health, or I heard you talking about your skin, or whatever it was, that I've got something that might be of interest to you. And just then present that. Just a little short presentation if they're interested. So you can turn it around. I'm not saying that every time you're going to get somebody that says yes, but if you've got something that you can offer them in the right way, offer it to them, because you're there to help them. You're there to make their life easier, better, more fulfilled, more exciting, and to help them on that journey is what we want to be able to do. So if you take those 3 steps, if you help your new member to take those 3 steps, it's going to start to take away the fear. And it's the fear that stops people doing things. For me, I know in the past, the fear of doing something, the fear of what I think it's going to be like, what I think people are going to do or say, or how they're going to behave, is far worse than they actually do. It's far worse than actually doing the thing that I'm afraid of, because I've made these stories up in my mind. Now, if I had something that I had a plan, it's like, okay, they're not rejecting you, Lucy. They're just saying no to the product, or they're just saying no to the service. And let's see how many people can say no. Let's make it a game. And if they say no, let's see if we can have a strategy where we can actually turn that around and offer them something else, or ask them if they know someone. So I really hope that helps, because rejection can be fun if you decide to make it fun. It's just playing that game and not making it a really big deal. And when somebody says no at the beginning and you're all excited and you think, gosh, everybody's going to want this, it can be really, really hard and tough for somebody to say, oh, I don't like that, or that's a load of rubbish, or whatever. And to be able to understand that that is going to happen, let them know it is going to happen, can really, really help on their journey. So taking away that fear, giving them a strategy or 2 to be able to turn that around is going to really help your growth of your new person. I hope that helps. Have a most awesome day, and I will see you soon.